That's fine. I get that, but you're wrong and I hate you.
You better back off, girlfriend.
Hi.
Alrighty. What is up, everybody? How the heck are you? Acid King Corvina. Corvina, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. 49 months. Almost to 50 like the rest of the cool kids. Actually, I think King's at like 51 now or something. But how's everybody doing? We are going to put together some orcs, more specifically some orc commandos, which I started putting together, some of them, last night. These guys are quite cool. Put together 4 of them. Well, basically 4 of them. The sniper dude I kind of left. I should have done it with this guy too, because he's going to be kind of a pain in the ass to paint now that he's all together. I have to like go up in here and stuff, but it'll be fine. But the sniper I actually thought to leave apart some, so his rifle's not covering up his whole body. But yeah, I started that last night. These are from the Kill Team Octarius box. Can't get it all in one shot, but... So these guys are really cool and they come with a ton of customization options. Which has actually made it kind of difficult because some of the customization options I really want to do, but I want to do like both of them. The Commando Knob, the leader dude, he was pretty easy because I love the hat with the power claw and everything, but some of these other ones, it was kind of hard to decide which way I wanted to go because wherever you see the blue and the green, that means they can be one or the other. And it changes whether they're a specialist or not, but it also changes like their head, so if they have a different kind of helmet or maybe no helmet at all, whatever the case may be. So, but I've already put together the ones on these pages. Hey Royal, yes, we got our, I call them fall and Halloween because they're pumpkins, so they can just be fall too. Maybe they were never approved. Uh-huh. I don't know. That I do not know. Alright, so C39. Well, they would have emailed me, I'm sure. They used to. No. Is this? No, it's not. Oh, I need to put mine up. Fake streamer. No, man, I decided to, because I love them and I don't really have much of a chance to use them otherwise, so. I mean, having such cool alternative emotes, only getting to use them 1 month a year. So the only downside, I don't know if I'd call it a downside, but the only downside is the sprues. Like when you get a lot of the models, the sprues usually have like the entire model on one sprue and they'll like split it up if they have to. But this one, like the parts for the models are all on different sprues. So it's made it kind of hard to, there'll be like 2 pieces on this sprue and 3 pieces on another sprue, or like 1 piece and then 2 pieces or whatever. So it's made it kind of hard to always find the pieces that you're looking for. So this is his backpack. We'll go ahead and get that. I need to get some new damn clippers soon. These Citadel clippers are already very dull. I say already, I've been using them for like 5 and something months now, but still. Alright, so that was 39. I need 37 and 38. There's 37 over here. But how's everybody doing today? Appreciate everybody being here. I know this isn't gonna be like the most exciting thing ever. We're just cutting these guys out and assembling them, but this is what I would have been doing if I wasn't streaming, therefore it's what I'm gonna do while I stream. Alright, so 37, now I need, what was the other piece? Oh, his legs, so that leg is 77, that leg, there we go, is 38, yep, that's it. Right, that's the first section, but I always like to cut all the pieces out in one and do it. See, this is one of the things that sucks, like, oh, I appreciate that, man. I agree, that's why I enjoy streaming. Oh yeah, what even is September? Isn't it like for new subs or something? I don't really follow them all that much anymore. Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, but I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what they're doing for it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, what are they doing for it? 20% off new and gift subs. I hate when they do, like, new subs, because I feel like that doesn't do anything for people who have already been supporting. And that's kind of bogus. But yeah, see, this is what kind of sucks, because I actually like the helmet that's not for the comms boy. But the comms boy has, like, the little antenna with the wire and stuff, so I feel like I need to use it. No, don't. So I guess I'm gonna use the comms boy helmet, but the other helmet is a gas mask, which is way cooler in my opinion. I mean, this is kind of a gas mask too, but it's not really the same thing. And yes, I could mix and match them, but then like I don't have the cool little headset, and I am not skilled enough to try to cut the headset off and put it on the other one. Marina, thank you for gifting a sub to Acid. I appreciate
Cordina
it.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Acidburn 121. They have given 14 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't work on the mobile app. But yeah, the other helmet is like this really cool gas mask, and I'm not gonna be able to use it, unfortunately. How unfortunate. Alright, so to do this one, we need parts C. 41, 42. I already got 40, that was the helmet. Thank you. Thank you. I said good day. Okay, so it doesn't look like these ones are on. That's what I'm saying, like I keep having to swap the sprues around because this one guy has parts on different sprues. Yes, can we please get some love in the chat for that gift sub? Thank you very much. So I was trying to find... But this is what I'm saying, like they split these all up, so you have to... Oh wait, I think this is one right here. 43? Yeah, there's one. 43, okay. That already looks like it snapped out partially. That's not good. I might end up having to fix that. I noticed there was some parts in the box that were kind of, like one of the bodies was completely out of the box, just like laying on the bottom. Which it wasn't the seller's fault, it was still sealed and all. I just think it maybe had a rough trip. Hopefully it's actually supposed to be that way though. Alright, so that was, what did I say? That was 43. There's 44. And sorry if I get out of frame, but you're not really missing anything. I'm just clipping little plastic pieces. That's all I'm doing. I still need the actual gun thing itself. Whatever the hell that is. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. See? Different sprue again. That's 41. That's the gun. I think my next tool investment after all this is definitely going to have to be a new set of clippers. Either that or I need to try to see if there's a way to sharpen them, but... Which, I mean, there probably is. Oh god, what was that? with the 5 gift subs. Dang, dude. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Sensational, Bonte, some Comps Bite, JSA, and 8-Bit Busey. I love how some of them ended up being like resubs. Please get some love in the chat. Thank you so much, dude. Very kind of you. Very, very kind, my friend. And hopefully everyone will enjoy those new fall emotes. Also, hi Corvina and King. I totally missed saying hi. I've changed devices. It happens, man. It happens. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm trying to find this other piece. I don't know where it is. I also just could be blind. That's a possibility. There we go, I found it. I only miss things if they're right in front of my face. Gifting 100 subs only costs $400 instead of $500. A true bargain. And Bezos is only gonna take 200 of that. Yeah, I've seen a few streamers start doing like the coffee or Ko-Fi, whatever they're called, and like doing alternative ways of people to support because they don't want basically to give Twitch any money, which I respect. Twitch has not been very good lately with the way they've been doing things. Yeah. I told her it's probably the case. Because mobile's always been kind of weird because Google and Apple have to get like their cut of the purchase. But I don't know. But I appreciate your full price sub gift. So, for anyone who's not super familiar with Warhammer, basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting them out of these, which are called sprues. All the pieces come on these. You clip them out with the clippers over here that I was complaining were dull. What I like to do is I like to do all the pieces for one model rather than just go step by step. That way I have all of them ready to go, and then I can start going around with my X-Acto knife and I cut all the extra little pieces of plastic that are left over from the sprue off, being careful not to cut myself too much. I always cut myself a little though. Hello, Sinister character. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna get on later and do another PvP roulette. I want to finish my set. Google Play money for surveys, the only thing I use it for. I know, but I tell you all the time you can save it for yourself. For that porpoise. Yeah, I said porpoise. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm probably not gonna do row until Endwalker. Or like maybe a little before Endwalker. Yeah, it'll be around the usual time, I'm sure, that I usually get on, which is like 9-ish, 9:30 my time. So still a few hours from now. Because once I end the stream, like, it takes me a while to tear everything down, put everything away. I don't have to clean paintbrushes and stuff, so that'll be nice. But yeah, I want to finish that setup. Plus, PvP to me is gonna be like the least stressful way to get experience on a tank class, because you don't actually have to tank, you just fight people. So I will definitely be doing plenty of PvP on him. Wow. I've never once torn you down, I only lift you up. Not only do you have to be careful because of your fingers, but you also have to be careful that you don't gouge the model while you're doing this, which is also easy to do. I actually gouged one of these yesterday trying to rush and cut a portion of one of the little satchels off. Made myself angry at myself. Absolutely is. Anyone who takes PvP roulette seriously and doesn't have fun is a tryhard, yeah. Yeah, I used to always hate that in WoW PvP. Everybody was always such a tryhard, and it's like, it's just Battlegrounds. Like, it's not, we're not doing ranked, we're not doing arena. Like, it's not that serious. Just farming honor. That's the way I look at PvP roulette and 14, just farming experience and farming wolf marks. Because there are a bunch of sets that I thought were cool, and of course you can get sets on all your different jobs, so. Ranked feast crowd is wild. Yeah, I would probably never do ranked. I didn't ever like doing arena or anything in WoW for that reason. Bristol and I did it together, but that was different because, you know, we were both just looking to have fun. In-game PvP you can set up and have a name. Yeah, I probably never mess with anything but the roulette or just the regular, like, frontline. That's probably all I would ever do. Alright, so we're gonna start putting this guy together. You can do it. He gets annoyed, period. It's just his way. It's just in his nature. Alright, so basically with the cement, the plastic cement, you just put a little on, hold the pieces together for a minute and let it kind of set. And then try not to press on it. I have a bad habit of that. I'm like, okay, I got it together, and then the next piece I go to push it on, and I'm like pushing on the leg, and I end up detaching it, and I'm beating myself over the head because I knew better. And before I get any further, I usually like to do the mold lines before I get all the pieces together, just because it's easier. Space Marines? What? I don't need no stinking Space Marines. What I'm working on now is orcs. I don't actually have any Space Marines at all. I don't know if I'll ever get Space Marines. They're not really my thing. I have Chaos Space Marines. I do enjoy the Chaos. But I mean, I'm fairly focused on just orcs for the time being. Between the Beast Snaga army box and now the Kill Team orcs, I have my hands full. And then I've got all the vehicles I got from everybody. I got my battle wagon, I got my Wazbomb jet. I already finished my squig buggy, but now I've also got the war trike to do. Yeah, I'm kind of zoomed out just because I'm moving around so much, but they're the orcs from Kill Team. It's the new Kill Team box with the Krieg. Was it the Krieg? Not really familiar with them, and the Orc Kommandos. I mean, I would like to. I've been wanting to actually play for a while, but I mean, I don't have enough. I have enough to do a small game. I think I have up to like 1,000 points, but I don't have more than that. I don't know about now. I haven't added all my other stuff together. I'm guessing I still probably don't have quite enough, though. Now, Kill Team would be fun to play, since it's small scale, and I can play with just like what came in the box. But I don't know if I'd really have anyone to play with. Crystal said she would try to learn and play with me, but I don't know if she'd really enjoy it or not. I downloaded, what's it called, Battle Scribe, and I started a list, but I didn't add my new stuff, and I also, like, I'm not 100% sure on what I can use, because I know that, like, certain units you can't use too many of, or, like, you can't use more than one of, or, like, I'm not really 100% on the rules. And I don't know for sure if Battle Scribe automatically like detects and like tells you if you're running something that's illegal or what.
Hey, this cheer mode is cute and so are you. Zorvax love.
Hey, thank you, Ro, for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate that, my friend. You are too kind. That is a cute cheer mode. Thank you so much, my friend. Can we please get some love in the chat? Super Fizz gonna play all the games together. Well, I mean, once I get it all built out, I would be more than happy to play a game with you. Because that would also give me a chance to learn how to play. Because even though Kill Team is different from 40k, it'll at least, I mean, it's similar enough, obviously. Gotta get one more payout before Altair. I appreciate it, dude. You're very kind. You do far too much. I usually am lucky to get a few payouts a year, and I'm about to get one now thanks to everything from my birthday, and of course, now you're gifting subs and bits, and Corvina gifted a sub, and we had Corvina's resub earlier. You guys are awesome. I mean, I think right away they're gonna have a lot of stuff. Other stuff is gonna be rolled out. They're doing like seasons, so when they first start, it'll be considered season 0, and it'll be mainly like people like me, visionaries as we're called, early adopters. And I think from the get-go they're planning on having like subscriptions and all that kind of stuff, but I think everything else they're just gonna kind of add as they can during the season updates. But I mean, it's mainly just about, you know, getting away, man. It's just being, like I said before, you guys know I pretty much just stream to hang out with you guys. So I can do that basically anywhere. But YouTube is just kind of, I don't know, I'm not a real big fan of streaming on YouTube. I've done it a couple times. The interface is weird. The chat lags and does weird things. I mean, obviously, if I did want new people to join, it's really hard for people to actually browse and find live streams on YouTube. It's kind of a mess. I'm hoping that with all these big creators coming over, they'll work on that, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is. I don't really care all that much. Because as long as Altair works like it should, functions well, people can watch well, all that stuff, I'll be more than happy. Yeah, there won't be any of that, although, you know, some people might find a home there. Alright, hold on. So this kind of goes like this, and then the wire, where does the other part of the wire connect to? I'm very confused. Am I missing part of the wire? Oh, I'm definitely missing part of the wire. That sucks. I'm gonna have to look in the box and see if it like fell to the bottom or something. But no, I think it'll be good. I mean, we won't know until we try. And that's all we're gonna do, is we're gonna try. So this part was broken in the box, which I'm assuming happened in transit, because like I said, the box itself was still sealed, like in plastic and all. It was not opened. So I'm guessing it must have just jostled around in transit. This box is massive. Because the one orc body was knocked out, and it looks like half of this wire was broken off somewhere. Let me open this box in here. Ginormous kill team, but it's like it's so big I can't even. It's so big I can't even show you guys. Speaking of Chatterbait. Because there's a shitload of terrain and other units in here. All the Krieg Death Soldiers are all in here. I knew somebody was thinking it. Otherwise, I'm not doing something right. So yeah, this is all the terrain pieces. You can see I'm gonna be able to build some cool orc buildings. Well, oh, yep, I see the other part of the wire. There it is. sitting in the bottom of the box under everything. It also comes with a ground that goes under the terrain, which is also very cool. Very excited to put all this together and paint it all. And then also, when we do play, we'll have an actual, like, playing surface with, you know, terrain and everything. Because otherwise, if I played 40K or whatever, I was just gonna have to use, like, books or boxes or other random things as terrain. Alright. Okay, so that part of the wire obviously broke off and is supposed to go to the backpack. I'm not sure exactly how it's supposed to go to the back. Or maybe it's supposed to go like this. Well, there's still a piece broken off on it somewhere. I wonder if it was still on the actual... Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I think I just accidentally put my orcs back in the box. Damn it. We're off to a swimming start here, don't mind me. I picked up all the damn sprues and I think I put my orcs away. Orcs, where are you? You see why it takes me so long to get things done? Alright, so that was 43. Let me try to find 43 again, and I will see if it's still attached. $20.89, 21, 15, 24. There's 44. The 44 was in one piece. 43. No, 43 is not. There's nothing still attached to 43. I'm just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to improvise and make this work, I think. Because it's very clearly still missing a piece. Alright, I think we can do this. It's just gonna be really hard. I'm gonna have to, like, basically attach this part and then try to just make it meet up with the other part. So I'm gonna use this goo just because it's a little easier to get things to stick to. I say that now. Ooh, baby. Come on, baby. Can we fix this? It is almost. Then it's hard for you to see what I'm doing. I'm trying to put these two wires back together that broke in the box. And this was not at any fault of the vendor that I bought it from, because it was still sealed. I'm assuming in transit it must have gotten bumped around. As we all know happens. And just kind of came apart. But I think we got it. Look at that. The magic of plastic cement and the little finesse. Cool. I'm gonna let that completely set before I attach the other wire. Because I don't want to I just went through that. I don't want to do it again. Alright, so next piece. Ooh, so the next guy is just a commando boy, it looks like. So I could actually do some cool stuff with him if I want to. Alright, so we're looking for 50 and 51. Ooh, is 50 the one that's already loose? I think it is. No, wait, his body looks different. Never mind. Eventually, I'm gonna come across the one that's already loose, and then we're gonna be in business. But this is 50 right here. Yeah, this thing definitely had a hard trip, because you can even see like where there's weak points in the plastic around these models where they definitely jumbled around some. Alright, so 51. Let me see what that helmet looks like. Of course, it's probably not going to be on this sprue, is it? Because why would it be on the same sprue as the body? 68, 85, there's 51. Okay, 51's actually a pretty cool helmet. I was debating giving him the gas mask helmet since he just has a regular head. But his helmet's actually kind of cool too. The nice thing about having extra pieces though is that you can always use them on other orcs in the future. So it's not like they ever really go to waste. I have a whole little baggie that's just full of arms and weapons and heads and all kinds of stuff. Alright, so he's supposed to have an arm with a pistol, and he's supposed to have the axe. The regular axe. The question is, do I want to give him that, or do I want to change his loadout a little? Because I have some extra weapons. I could give him the big-ass giant axe. It would probably be a little weird, though. Yeah, especially because that's like an offhand, so that would be kind of weird for him to have that. Alright. Right, and then his pistol is 54. 71, 19, 35, 92. Of course, it's probably going to be on a different sprue again. 54 over on this one. Does anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? Anything you're excited about coming up? 100, 88, 55, there we go. Obviously there's a few pistons like these. Those are some super delicate little pieces of plastic right there. Backpack. That's what I'm talking about, man. Every single piece is like on a different sprue, so I have to. Is it 50? No, it's 52, not 58. There's 52. No plans yet. I feel that. Sometimes no plans are the best plans, to be honest. Got Labor Day on Monday for those of us who get holidays off. I'm taking some time off next week just to relax and recuperate after the last couple weeks that I've had. It's probably the most deserved time off I've ever felt. Because whoo boy. For those of you who are in Discord, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's been rough. I'll be happy to have the time off. Definitely gonna work on getting some stuff painted. I mean, I'll have stuff I'll have to do around the house and whatnot, but I definitely want to get as much painted as I can. Because I have so much, man. I've got a handful of things already like primed and ready to go. I've got my Beast Snag a Knob, bless you. He's all primed and ready to be painted. I've got the Chaos Dark Apostle here ready to go. I've got the old Zodgrod Wart Snaga from the Beast Snaga set. He's ready to go. The disciples that came with the Dark Apostle. I've got my Master of Possession. Like, I got so much stuff I could paint, it's not even funny. And that's not even counting. I've got my 20, or I guess 19, not counting the knob, Beast Snaga boys that are all now assembled. They need to be primed, but they're ready to go otherwise. And then all these Kommandos that I'm working on, all they'll need to do is be primed and they'll be ready to go. So I'm gonna have like over 30 units just like sitting there waiting to be painted. And I'm kind of torn because I would like to get the kill team stuff done. That way I could actually play. But at the same time, I feel like I shouldn't spend a bunch of time on stuff that I just got when I have so many things on my backlog to do. It's a real dilemma. It's like when you buy a new video game and you're like, oh, I want to play this because it's new, but like, oh, I have all these other games that I haven't beaten yet. It's like that. We've all been there. Alright, so Glue his head on. These models are so cool, man. I always try to dry fit these things because there's nothing worse than going to glue something on. It's like, it does not fit the way I expected it to fit. Which, I mean, most of the time it only fits a very specific way. The other 40K boys kit, you could kind of do whatever you wanted. You could pose things just about any way you wanted. But with a lot of these newer models, they design the pieces to like fit certain ways. Which, I mean, is good, and as far as like it makes it easier to put them together and know which way they go together, but the downside is if you want to swap pieces, it can be kind of a pain. Like this guy, I was thinking about giving him different pieces. I could, but then things aren't gonna fit exactly the way they're supposed to, you know? Which I feel like his arm isn't exactly right. I don't know, maybe it is. In the picture it looks like it's lower, but that could just be the picture. It looks like it's tilted forward more. Well, it's already set, so that's the way it's sitting now. His arm just looks like it's kind of drooping, and I don't like that. I mean, it's definitely got to be the way it goes, because it does not fit any other way. I just pulled it off to see, because, like, I don't want to... Yeah, it doesn't fit any other way, so that's got to be the way it goes. Just trying to figure out now, because once the cement, like, fully cures, then it's together. It like melts the plastic together, so there ain't really no getting it apart after that. His arm just looks like it sits way too low. Fix it with a little bit of this. A little bit of this goo here, put it in the crevice and smooth it a little bit, but it's fine. Hi, Corvina. As I know this isn't super exciting. Not as exciting as painting, in my opinion, but I was excited to get these guys together so that I could start painting them. Gonna get these mold lines off before I get any further and kick myself for not doing them sooner. Because then I'll forget and I'll prime it and I'll be like, ah, look at the lines. They're hideous. They can stick out so bad, it's not even funny. Especially when it's like on arms and other organic pieces, like the lines just stick out so bad amongst the muscle tissue and stuff. What are you doing? Goes kind of early, you know. Alright. Alright, I know I'm not really on camera, but all you're missing is me scraping this little tool on the plastic. That's pretty much it. But I'm actually going to take a quick break because I think she's going to try and take the dog out and I want to do it for her. So give me a few minutes, my friends, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Thank you guys for your patience. Take the dog out and do a couple other things. And now we are back and ready to continue assembling some Orky boys. This guy just fits together weird all the way around, to be honest with you. None of his parts really fit together in a great way. Hey man, I forgot to bore his gun barrel. I'm doing. Probably the other reason it's kind of rough to stream this stuff because I feel like I'm way more forgetful when I'm streaming versus when I'm just doing things in my own time. I get that streamer brain going on and yeah, Gizmo. I know what you're thinking. Not really. He's something. Yeah, probably. Sometimes. I definitely need to do his gun barrel before I put that piece on, because that'll be a real nightmare. I usually like to do the gun barrel when it's separate. So normally what I do is I use the X-Acto knife to just score, and then I take my little drill bit and I go and I actually bore it. But I've noticed with a really fine X-Acto tip, you can actually get a really nice hole without even using the drill bit. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to mute. So yeah, I don't even need to actually drill, which saves me time, effort, and from destroying the model, because it's actually kind of a pain to do that without pushing on parts that I've already glued on, which is why I usually do it separate. These backpacks all fit on kind of, they don't fit snugly, you just kind of got to get them about where you think they're supposed to be, so. Which when you're trying to press them down and hold them, it makes them a little slippery. A little on the slippery side. Alright, so there's another commando. Another commando done. Oh wait, I forgot his little gun piece. How's this go on? Oh, it just fits into that, okay. His backpack's coming off. I'm gonna need to use some goo. It's another reason why the goo comes in handy, because sometimes these bulkier pieces, the regular glue just does not want to hold it in place. So we put a little bit of goo on it, and that seems to help. And then you can even go in on the very sides where the goo's kind of come out a little bit. Spread some of the regular glue on and it smooths it out. Get a really nice bond. Just gonna hold that for a second to make sure it stays this time. Like I said, this is a time-consuming process. I posted about it on my latest YouTube video. Just like the amount of time that it takes to do it. You expect the painting part to take time, a lot of time, but I did not at all think about how much time the assembly and stuff was gonna take when I got into this stuff. It really is a time-consuming process. Work is done. Congrats, man. That is always an awesome feeling. Time to relax. Play some Final Fantasy, I'm assuming. Commando! I can probably attach this now. Assume this goes like this. Okay, like that and like that. It's gonna be probably a little tricky, but just a little bit of goop in there, a little bit of goop here. That's exactly why I didn't want to do this when the other part wasn't completely dry, because I did not want to press on that wire while it was not dry. Yay, he's got a full wire now. I feel like that's not on there very. It's obviously not because it just came off. I'll hold it for a little longer. I hate holding these tiny little parts. I am not delicate enough for this. Alright, that looks fine. Set him down. Don't touch him. Can't touch this orc. Alright. Now, who's our next guy? The Breacher Boy. This guy's actually really cool. Alright, so to start this off, we need body 56, which might... Is it finally the one? Nope, there's body 56. Eventually, I'm gonna go crawl across that body that I need. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I was saying about him being one pose. Like, this torso is literally a torso and one leg, so like, they really make it to where they have to be put together a certain way. If you're really adventurous and know what you're doing, you could cut them apart and sand them and use some green stuff and like whatever and do them differently, but I most certainly am not at that skill level yet. Alright, so 56, 57, and 58. There's 57. I've only used the green stuff a couple times so far, and that's just been to fill gaps. 58. For the most most heinous of gaps. For the little gaps now I can use my little goo mixture that I have. Alright. So those are the main pieces. Now to do the breachaboy, I need... Well, this is another one where you have the option. I think that I don't know. It's either 59 or 68. Let me find those heads. There's 68. 68's pretty cool. Where's 59? On a different sprue, I guess. I don't know, man. That's tough. I think I kind of like that one better. I do like 59, but I think I like 68 better. 68's supposed to be for the other kind, but they're both for him, so it doesn't really matter. It'll fit on. He's mixed and matched. He'll have a little more character that way. Alright, so from there, we need 60... Dang. 60 through 67? Dang. Wait, no, I don't need 69. Yeah. Would have been nice, but I don't need it. Oh, wait, there's 66. Do I need 66? Yes, I do. Execute order 66. Ah, stay there, book. There's 67. There's 65. Wow, these parts are little itty bitty parts. Obviously, they must all go to his weapon. I was gonna say, I didn't feel it fall out, and there it is. Alright, so 60, I needed right up 60 and 61. I have a lot of leftover parts. Alright, man. I do love the customization. I'm just weird about having extra parts. It's just me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click something, and it opened up my mod chat settings instead of my regular chat settings. I was trying to enable timestamps because for some reason they had turned themselves off. Okay, where was I? Yeah, I got 62. There's 63. These things are in like no good order whatsoever. Alright, well there's the main gun. That's easy enough to find. Right. 92, 20, 20, 30, there's 61. Alright, so we got 60, we got 61, 62, 63, 64, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we have all those pieces, so I'm just missing... Should just be missing 73, which is... Looks like some grenades. Yep, I found them over here. And we can start cleaning the extra plastic and mold lines off and then put this bad boy together. I swear I spend more time just searching for all the damn parts I need. I understand they probably have a method to their madness, but for me it would be a hell of a lot easier to have all of the pieces for one model on each sprue. So like all the pieces for this guy on one sprue, all the pieces for the other one. So I didn't have to sit here and search through all three, because literally had pieces on all three sprues. Just trying to be careful not to cut into the... I don't like to cut into anything, but I especially don't like to cut into things like flesh, because that makes it real obvious. Except for maybe with my squig guys, because then you can just be like, ah, you got bit by a squig. A chunk of his arm missing. Okay. These little pieces always scare me because I've broken off little tiny pieces like this before. I had one of my Chaos models, I accidentally knocked a little skull off of it when I was doing this part of it. It's just really easy to do stuff like that. These little tiny mold lines. Hate the ones that are like in between rivets and stuff. They make it really hard to get those without accidentally tearing off the rivets too. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you do tear off a rivet, but I try to never accidentally tear off details. Pew Pew, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Just putting together some warhams, man. Spot I missed. Been good, got caught up talking to a friend I don't get to talk to most of the time. Cool, man. Always fun to catch up with friends. We've just been hanging out, chatting, putting together some orcs. Huh? Oh. I know that. Don't I know him? Huh? Well, now you know how I feel. But only slightly. His backpack goes on already. Not real sure how this is supposed to go on. Oh shit, it's supposed to go on the other way, that's why it doesn't fit right. I was like, this feels like it fits really weird. I just assumed that the hammer would be facing upwards, but looks like I'm wrong again. The backpacks don't really have a good... Honestly, it feels like it fits worse that way. It's so weird. But that's definitely where they show it going on. Alright, so next... And next it's like, just put everything on. Okay, well, I guess I will then. Just go ahead and do the rest of everything. No, doing good, man. Doing good. Just, I was saying we were working on putting together these Kommandos I got in my new box the other day. And chatting it up about various things. Talking a little Final Fantasy, talking a little, life. The usual. Alright, so this fits like this. quite nicely, actually. I need to put some in there too to make sure that that seals. Same thing with this. I need to put some glue in there and make sure that little wire hooks on. So, the thing I posted in Discord, the Kill Team Octarius box, it came with a full set of Orc Kommandos, which are pretty badass Orc units. This is the leader. And then, you know, we've got just various commando boys with their gas masks and all their tactical gear. And like this one's a comms boy. He's got a little radio backpack and headset and stuff on. And we've got a rocket boy. You know, the whole nine, man. The whole nine. I mean, obviously. Yeah, that's it. Right now, the Kill Team box is the only way you can actually get these commandos until they release them separately. So that was one reason I really wanted it, and then another being that just the Kill Team box itself is really cool. It comes with basically everything you need to play. So like if you assemble and paint everything in this box, it comes with both kill teams, so it comes with a set of orcs and a set of humans, the Imperial Guard, Krieg, I think they're called, Death Corps, Death Corps, whatever, and so then the orcs, and then it comes with all the terrain, like the buildings and stuff that you put out on the battlefield for them to fight over. It comes with the rule book, the core rulebook, and the book for Octarius, like the scenario itself. It even comes with like dice and cards and the whole nine. This is 40k, so even though Kill Team is kind of its own thing as far as like its own game mode, I guess, if you will, it's basically 40k. Which, you know, hence all the guns and stuff. Basically, if you're ever wondering if something is 40k or not, look to see if it has any kind of guns or powered armor, powered claws, whatever. If it's fantasy, it'll just be swords, shields, axes, bows and arrows, and all that fun stuff. Right now I'm working on the Breacher Orc, who's got this really cool battering ram thing. I don't even know exactly what you'd call it. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Should I go ahead and put the arm on? And then put the hand on and then connect it all, I guess? Or should I connect the hand to the arm and then the arm? Maybe that makes more sense. Yeah, basically. I mean, they have orcs for, you know, fantasy, or Age of Sigmar as it's called. And they're essentially the same, they're just savage orcs. I know, right? Some more savage than these orcs. Why, yes. Yes, they are. And they have other orc tribes, too. They have, like, the Orc Ard boys, and then they have the Cruel boys, which are the newest ones that they just came out with in the new Age of Sigmar box. Which are cool, but they're kind of, they to me look more like Lord of the Rings orcs, essentially. They're more like tall and slender-esque than the stout orcs that we have here. Blood orcs? I don't recall ever seeing anything called a blood orc, no. Damn it. Get your arm in its socket. Right now. I said right now. Okay, you're actually kind of being a butt right now, and I don't like it. And yes, I'm calling this fictional orc a butt, because he's being a butt. I calls it like I sees it. Shit. Alright, get in your socket. Okay, just... Well, that one fell out of its socket. Alright, one thing at a time. Let's just do the gun first. Which, of course, is not really wanting to stick that well either. We'll do the gun first, we'll get the gun set, and then we'll attach the other arm. Although, this is like the same situation I was in with the sniper, where the gun is going to make it exponentially harder to actually paint this guy, so I'm wondering if I shouldn't have even attached his arm yet, but I guess I could leave this arm off and then just I can paint. I don't know. At the end of the day, does it really matter all that much? They don't have to be perfect, as much as I tell myself they do. I used to always like to paint everything in pieces, and now I've gotten to the point where I really don't. I just want to paint them as one single piece, but some of them are just really hard to do so. I had the same issue with this one, like his rocket launcher is going to be so much in the way of everything else, but I didn't think about it till afterwards. So then the sniper, I left his sniper rifle arm off so I could paint around it, but now here I am, I put this guy's gun on, and if I go ahead and put this arm on too, then it's really gonna block it, but I feel like I just kind of want to do it. Alright, so I gotta stick that in there. Gonna use the goo this time to give... The goo just seems to give me a better bond all around. I'm gonna stick the goo on, and we are going to attempt to put this arm into place. I know. Trust me, I always think they all have to be perfect because I get upset at myself if they don't look perfect. But it'll be fine. Oh shit, I forgot this little piece. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oof, that's gonna be a pain in the ass to try to fit in there now. I had to go and open my big mouth. Oh, I don't even know how I'm gonna get this in there. Come on. Wiggle it, get in there. There we go. It's like a little tiny piece on the inside of the gun. I just basically had to wiggle it into place. Because my dumb self did not finish the gun before I started attaching it. But we got it in there, so it's all good. Yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to paint this shit. Gonna have to do the paint job on him very strategically. I know, sometimes you just gotta wiggle it in, you know, it's not a big deal. Damn it, shoulder pad. Alright. Either way, he looks cool. He looks cool. And then the grenades, it shows, just kind of get stuck to his shirt, I guess, over here somewhere. I guess you just kind of stick them on there. It's another thing this goo is really good for, because with regular glue that stuff can be kind of a pain, but the goo lets you kind of set it down on it and it sticks to it a little bit. Yeah, exactly. And then you can just kind of stick it on there. It's good to go. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for him. So the next one is the Burna Boy. Which still is not the one that's damn loose. It's gonna be the last orc in the book, I bet. Well, I can see the burner right there. So it looks like you could essentially have an entire squad of just regular old commando boys if you wanted, with no special weapons. Which I think for 40k, regular 40k games, I think they're just considered regular commandos. I don't know if they probably have some special gear, but not the way that these guys do. Like, I'm pretty positive there's no sniper orc in 40k. It's nice to have those options, though. Alright, so we need body 76. Well, I know this goes to that, so let me just go ahead and get that off. I don't like to skip pieces when I see them and I know they go to this model, because then I'm like, oh no, I'll have to find it later, and then that's a pain in the ass. Oh shit. Thing just popped out of there. Where'd you go? Alright, body 76, I see you. Found my next game, what's that? refresh that a little bit. Be fine. What's this?
Reggie Bush used to eat breakfast somewhere else. Then he tried Wendy's breakfast. Now we can't get rid.
It's a commercial. Apparently. Oh, is it a Yakuza game?
The court is prepared to issue its verdict.
Definitely looks like it.
The sentence for the defendant, Akihiro Ihara, is 6 months of penal servitude. If that will be all, we can proceed with the court's rationale. The defendant may be seated.
Until it wasn't. What?
Your Honor, in a warehouse, about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. Oh, maybe you hadn't heard that.
What?
What the hell? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a no. In that case, make sure you pass this along to the Kanagawa police. They'll want to know that the body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide. He deserved to die 1,000 times, but he was never even accused of a crime. No, he just went on with his life. The law let him walk. An utterly broken system.
That's true.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he have hired someone else to murder the guy in his stead?
As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out.
I won't be able to watch the whole thing right now, but... So, I haven't played Judgment yet, though. I'm assuming that's like a follow-up. So I need... either... 70... This is actually starting to get ridiculous. Just a tad ridiculous. Alright, there's 79. I found your next 2 games. Yeah, I never played Judgment. I still gotta finish 7. I've been overwhelmed, and then I went and got myself into a new hobby that is taking up all of my free time. Which hit is this? 78? I haven't even seen 78 yet. How do I still have so many heads left? If I was smart, I would have been clipping the extra heads out as I've been going, because that would have made it easier to go through as I'm going. There's 59. That's 85. That's one of the head options, but not the one I'm looking for. 96. There it is. 78. Ooh, I like the little flames on his mask. That's cool. page. I like Judgment a lot. It's like a more serious take on the whole crime thing, but not too serious. I'm going for Yakuza. We'll stay turn-based RPG, and Judgment will keep the action battle system. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that before. I mean, it makes sense to have like separate series with other styles. Alright, so now we need... Do we need anything from here? '81, '82. Which are arms. There's 82 and 81, okay. Seems like you can pet a dog and lost judgment and some extra height. Heck yeah. That's what it's all about. Alright, this should be everything I need for this guy. Coming down to the wire, I've only got, I think, two more boys to do. And then I've got the grot and the squig. The body that's loose is literally the second to last orc in the thing. I would like to get all these put together tonight. My goal was to get everything I wanted to prime put together so that I could prime it all and then start painting. Yeah, 100 more to go. That's what it feels like. I mean, I guess if you counted all the ones that I haven't even started, the other box sets, then yeah, shit. The big vehicles are gonna be really rough. The battle wagon and the big jet and stuff, those are gonna take a lot of time to put together. It's gonna be worth it though. I'm weird when it comes to painting. Like, once I paint a vehicle, I kind of want to break from vehicles for a bit. It was like that with my chaos units. I was painting all those chaos units and I was like, man, I don't want to paint any more chaos units for a bit now. I want to go back to painting orcs again. And I'm sure now, like, once I paint some orcs, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for orc break. See what happens? Yeah, exactly. I hate that they put his connectors like right on the side of his mask. His mask is like a really smooth surface, so it's like painstakingly trying to get this extra plastic off without putting any weird gouges in it. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Honestly, I didn't really get the whole thing with Warhammer at first, because like I've always had, I mean, I knew guys in middle school 20 plus years ago who did Warhammer. And then, of course, you know, Warfiend more recently, like, used to show me stuff. I was like, oh, that's cool. And, like, I like those. Those models are pretty awesome. So I never thought about doing it myself until earlier this year. And now here we are, it's become a big thing. He said he's normal. He said, why are you picking on him? He said, you're picking on him. He said he's worth it. Oh, okay. Wasn't aware of that. His 40 vs. Fantasy, Warhammer, like Star Trek vs. Star Wars. No, not really. Because, I mean, they're both the same prop. New hobby. Even though it's the same hobby, it's still like all their special stuff that they can from Kill Team, I don't think. But they still count as just regular work Kommandos. Whereas if you have fantasy orcs and you try to use them in 40k, I suppose you could if your opponent was okay with it, but they would look out of place not having any guns. Like if you had orcs, they'd probably be like, oh well, you have to use them as like just orcs with melee weapons. You can't, they don't have guns, so you can't shoot with them. But I mean, when it comes to casual friendly games, people, from what I understand, usually aren't very rude about that kind of stuff. Everybody's just there to have fun. But I'm kind of nervous to play because everybody in that group has been playing Warhammer forever. And also it's hard to find time. Which is why, so I said if Crystal actually wanted to play, that would be a good way for me to learn against someone who's not going to be all super competitive about it. Alright, so we got all our mold lines off. Now we need to start assembly. Let's start with the leg here. Alright, so that fits in just like so. Oh, looks like that worked. I guess the Twitch server I was on just kicked the bucket. But changed servers and it seems to be working fine now. How unfortunate. Hopefully the stream will be coming back for everybody now, though. Is it working? Oh, she's not watching anymore. Well, she is, but she's watching something else. Hopefully it's working. I'm green lighted again, so it should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and put his head on. This is not a good time to lose one's head. Just so torn, man, because, like, part of me knows that it's going to be 1,000 times easier to paint him without his gun on, but then the other part of me is like, bro, you've already done 2 like that. You might as well just do them all like that and not even bother. So, I don't know. Alright, wrist. Because, I mean, now I could just leave this off like this, and then when I want to, I can go and attach it. I'm kind of worried to try to even dry fit it right now because of the damn glue still setting, but I'll leave it off for now. Moving on, we've got the Commando Daka boy. Oof, his other head might not fit with his actual Daka gun. Alright, so we need 89 and 90. Oh, never mind, that's the one that's already off. That's this one. The one I've been waiting for. Welcome back, Royal. Need to get Halloween numb, I know, but I just got through paying for the extra Christmas one, so that will have to wait for now. There's 91. Where's 90? Oh, 4, there's 90, okay. Because, yeah, I wanted to make sure we had a full set of Christmas ones to use. Well, not a full set. I couldn't afford to get the full set done, but I got the most important ones done. Man, this sucks because I really actually want to use the alternative helmet, but the alternative helmet I don't think is going to fit with the Daka gun in the way. Because it's a gas mask that kind of sticks out some. And I feel like the gas mask is going to hit the gun. So we're going to have to use a regular orc with beanie. I really need some new clippers, man. I'm gonna have to take some money and order some clippers, because these are to the point where they're so dull, they're like crushing rather than actually cutting, I think, for the most part. Alright, so we got 89, we got 91, now we need 93 through 95. There's 93. There's 92. Which is his gun. So one's a string of bullets and one's the tip of the gun, so... I remember seeing the tip of the gun somewhere, I just don't remember where. Well, there's the string of bullets. And there's the tip of the gun. I'm gonna have a shitload of extra parts, man. Alright, so that's 91, 3, 2, 4, and 5. I guess that's all. He doesn't have a lot of pieces, which I'm not complaining about. By any means. By any means. That one a little too close to the thing. And this one too. It's okay though. I might do the same like I did with the Burna Boy and just like put his arms on and see what it looks like and decide if I'm gonna do more than that or do it separate. I didn't want to have like half the units sub-assembly. I was hoping to only have a couple sub-assembly. Because I mean, it's just a pain when you have every unit you've got to paint like a few different pieces. Some of them it's definitely worth it. Like when I did Gaz, doing him and a ton of different pieces was more than worth it. But for all these little commandos, I just don't know that it's worth the extra time investment. To do them all sub-assembly like that. Like it's gotta make a big difference in the final product, which it might. It might. It's like this, man. The sprue was on his face. I hate having to cut extra plastic off of his actual face. Because it's so easy to make it look not good. It's like you just gotta shave a little bit off each time. Alright. Mold line time. I bet there's probably not a lot of people who do this stage while streaming. 'Cause this is not a particularly fun or exciting thing, but I need to get it done, and I also wanted to stream, so it was like either get it done while streaming or don't stream, basically. Alright, let's put... Say, where the hell did it go? Let's put this on. Since it's gonna be a little kind of tricky piece. Sweet. The bullets coming out of it can wait till last because they're not gonna be a thing. Let's put his head on. Definitely gonna try to repurpose some of these extra heads I have though, because some of these helmets and things are far too cool to just not use. If I have to attach them with some green stuff or some goo, then so be it. Alright, so how bad is this gonna be? Oh, shit, this is actually covering half of his damn face. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to leave this off now. Alright, well, we're gonna have a few sub-assembly guys, I guess. And get this mold line very well. If I got it at all, for that matter. Which I don't think I got it at all because the one on the back side's really bad. I'll go ahead and put the one arm on. And then I can attach the gun later to ease my pain. I can go ahead and get the bullets in there though. These I just kind of stick up in there and glue on me. Rat-a-tat-tat. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't put his backpack on. Do you want a backpack? No, this goes upside down. Right? Yeah. No. Damn it, I hate that. Stay. Stay backpack. Alright. So this is gonna be the last commando boy. Which he doesn't seem to have. He doesn't actually seem to really have any customization options. Unless we want to just try to give him some for shits and giggles. Alright, there's his body. His helmet I've seen a couple times. And I'm gonna leave it because I do think that his helmet is cool. It's another one of those like big gas masks, which I'm definitely a fan of. Okay, backpack. His backpack's cool too. His backpack has a pistol with like a bayonet on it. It's dope AF. Alright. Now he's supposed to have... Where's his leg? Where's his leg? My man needs a leg. Oh, it's here somewhere. What number is his leg? 103. That's fine, 103. I mean, I was gonna say, there can't be that many legs left, if any. Legs are usually one of those things they don't really give you any extras of. It's like they give you enough extra pieces for you to customize, but they usually don't give you enough extra pieces to do like interesting things with. Alright, what does gun 106 look like? $99, $87, $19, $35, $48, $106. I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of this other gun more, but I don't know if it'll fit or not. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see if this other arm will fit on him. Because I kind of like this gun a little better. I don't know, there's some of it I like better and some of it I don't. It actually fits pretty well. It fits surprisingly well. Okay, we'll use it. And then his other arm is supposed to be this axe, which is actually pretty cool. It's either that or I repurpose one of the arms with the knives, which I don't know if there's an arm with a knife that's articulated quite the same way. It's kind of straight. I don't think we have an arm knife that's more straight. They're all kind of bent. That one's really cool, but that one definitely I don't think will fit because it's like backwards. I kind of want to try though. Why not? I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I'm just doing shit. This is probably not gonna fit. I don't know, it might. I might have to shave it a little, but it might actually fit in there. It's gonna leave a gap, kind of, on the backside. But I could actually fill that. And I could do, like, that knife with that. I mean, why not? Like, it's the last orc of the kit. Let's try to make him fun and exciting. Oh, and he can have a bunch of different things attached to him. I'm gonna give him one of these holstered pistols just because I like them. Yeah, we're gonna make him special. We're gonna use some parts that he's not supposed to have. In the book, he's supposed to have an axe in one hand and a pistol in the other. He's gonna have a pistol in one hand, but this is not the pistol that he's supposed to have in that hand. It's a different pistol. He's gonna be our special little guy. I basically did all the other ones exactly to spec, besides swapping maybe a head here or there with ones that were still for the same model, but not for that variation of it, so this guy can be extra special. There's his leg. And the cool thing, like I said, is I'll have all these little extra bits, and again, I can make them fit on other orcs in the future and make like more custom orcs. Give some regular orc boys some extra style or whatever. Or hell, if I ever get a resin printer or somebody who can print me resin pieces, I could actually just make more orcs with all the extra pieces. Because I think already between the extra Beast Snagga Boy parts and the extra Commando parts, I'm pretty close to having some extra orcs in there. Which that's one thing. I won't do it on stream because it's already getting kind of late, but once I finish all the models, what I do, the Akimbo orc, what I like to do is cut all the extra pieces off the sprues and put them in a bag with all my other stuff, and then in the future when I'm building things out, I can pull that bag out and decide, oh hey, I'm gonna use, instead of the arm he's supposed to have, I'm going to use this cool gun from the Commando or this cool knife instead of his regular choppa or whatever. Make what would be just regular orcs a little more interesting. Kind of like what we're doing with this guy. We're changing him up a little to make him just a little bit more interesting. Do this gun barrel before I forget. Well, I discovered I could do this like this, because this saves a lot of time too. There's that. Finish doing my mold lines. Alright, let's start putting him together. So we got leg, that leg goes with it, so that one should go on. Nice and easy. Without any issue. Now sometime over this weekend I can take all these guys and all my Beast Naga orcs and get them all primed up and ready to go. I hate how so many of these have these horrendous mold lines. Or not mold lines, but gaps on their butts. Just to let him dry for just a minute. Gaps aren't the end of the world, but when you're painting a model and he ends up having like this huge gap in between where you can tell there's not supposed to be, like where it's something like this and there's a strap, like you're not going to notice if there's a gap there. But when it's skin on skin or like a piece of clothing that is supposed to be lining up and then there's a gap, it looks really weird. Alright, so we found that this gun arm fits super well, even though it wasn't made for him. So this should not be a problem at all to get this to stay. Let's put some more goo in there though. Ooh, just dripped some. This goo gonna... It's gonna stick out, squirt out a little bit, but that's actually what I want to happen. The little tip I learned from some YouTubers is you take that that goo there and you can use it to fill these gaps and make it look like these things are supposed to be exactly what they originally were. Because you use the goo and then you smooth it out with the extra thin cement, and it fills the gaps out. And then it just looks like it's supposed to be there. And we let that dry. And then we'll do his other arm. His other arm is going to have some bigger gaps that we're going to have to contend with, but it'll be fine. Normally I would use some like green stuff, but I think this will do the trick just fine. I think we can make it work. Probably gonna put on his backpack next. Normally his gun arm was sticking up in the air, and now it's going to be sticking kind of forward. And his axe was kind of down at his side, and instead he's going to have this knife down at his side. I think it's going to look pretty cute. Oh no, I dropped his head. This is not a good time to lose one's head. His head just did not want to fit in there the way I wanted it to at the time. You know, I was like, nope, I'm out. Alright, so head's on, so let that dry for a minute. And yeah, see, I've got arms with, I've got a power axe arm, I've got arms with regular axes, regular guns, regular knives, I've got extra backpacks, got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Alright, so now I gotta try to do this without knocking anything else I've done off. So his arm is gonna be like this. The gaps are mainly gonna be in the back. So it's actually going to be pretty good because the backpack is going to hide a lot of that. So we're going to grab a healthy amount of this. Put it on. Try to get it exactly the way I want it, which is not as easy as I figured. Get out of here. Went a little overboard with the goo, but that's fine. Gonna fix it right now. Sorry, you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm trying to smooth out the goo a little bit, and I've got some little strands of glue that I need to, not really glue, they're like plastic. Don't push on that. I know it's kind of hard to see, but essentially I filled in the gap with that goo, and now it just looks like he just was knocked out. Got some yummy sushi today. Yeah, payday is always nice. Sorry, I was trying to... See, I filled the gap nicely. He looks, to me, pretty darn natural like this. Looks like he's gonna backstab somebody. I got his little gun to attach to him still, but I gotta let his arm dry before, because even though it's like it's glued, it's still a little bit gooey, and I don't wanna detach his arm. So all that's left from these guys is the grot and the bomb squig, which I guess I could do really quick. They're not that. Well, the bomb squig has a shitload of pieces. I take that back. The grot's only a few pieces. No, it's getting kind of late. I might not worry about that today. We're almost done. I wanted to get the orcs done and got the orcs done. I did. Alrighty, friends. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. That was fun. Enjoyed getting to put these guys together, and also enjoyed getting to put my own little custom spin on this last guy. Make him a little sneakier. I mean, when you hold a knife backwards, you're just you're automatically sneakier. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow or not. You guys know I just kind of play it by ear, whatever sounds good. If not, I'm sure I'll talk to you on the Discord and the other stuff. But thank you guys. Hope you have a good rest of your night, good day tomorrow, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you all later. Have a good one. Peace.